Hi everyone. Okay, I'm doing some of you may not know who this is. This is Jungkook. He's part of BTS. So BTS is the boy band or men band, I should say, South Korean boy band. Now I did do the It Boy, who is Jimin. Um, and I didn't do enough. There was more I wanted to say, but I just forgot it. So now I've got all these little points and I'm going to get through it all. So this will be a little bit longer than Jimin's, but I'm learning as I go how much I can say and can't say, I guess. All right. Now you can see that with this young man, he has heaven, the three influences are heaven, heaven, human, and earth. So human is man. So that means he's actually influenced. He's very, very influenced. And that is larger. So that part I've got it as 2.3, and then I've got this at 3.4, and this is at 3. So it just means that he is influenced by anybody. Okay, he'll see somebody do something and he'll think, I've got to do this and I've got to do it better. So that's how he is. That's the kind of person that he is. Because this is ambition and he is driven at the same time. And because it is bigger as a human, influence, he wants to be at the top. He doesn't care how he gets there. He wants to be at the top. He does work hard, though. Don't get me wrong. He works very hard at what he does as well. So that's what that is about. Because this is not about intuition, or he shouldn't make decisions because of intuition. He should just make the decisions from what he wants to do in that sense. So this is his biggest part, which also means 25 onwards, he's bigger. His ambition, his success is much, much bigger. All right, good. It's not short like his, 14 to 20s, that sort of thing. And 0 to 14 are your ears. Now, if you look at Jungkook's ears, his tip of his ear goes just a bit above his brow line, and then the bottom of his ear goes where the tip of his nose is. Now, that is also intelligence, but because if you have a look at his earlobes, they are connected, right? So he can't let things go. Even from when he was a kid, he can't let things go. All right. Now, he has this amazing nose. So you may not be able to see this amazing nose. Let me just move that across. It's going to cover me, but that's fine. Can you see in number 1, his nose is, if I come over here, it's not going to work. All right. His nose is amazing. I'll just go up a bit higher. Here we go. We'll just work on that for now. All right. So that first picture there, his nose is amazing. If you look at all the other pictures, he has this nose. This is the emperor. The emperor is ching, 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 ching. Do not touch that, and do not put piercings in it, especially in your 40s. All right, because whatever the age you are putting a piercing in, that's where you destruct that age. All right. And because it is wealth, it is your money. So be very, very careful. Now, the nose is actually what stands out. And if you look at his nose also, yeah, I love this nose. If you look, it's like it's a cup. There's a cup, so he can hold money in his cup as well. His nose does have a mole on it, so you can see that. Where have I got it? Yeah, in number 5, he's got he's got it on that photo there, number 5. So he's got it on the left-hand side. The left-hand side is father's side, and it's just there. So in his 40s, it's about 44, 44. Yeah, 44. I've just got to picture it. Yeah, about 44. He's just got to be very, very careful. If that goes darker, he's got to have it removed because it affects his money. Okay. He does have other moles. Now that I'm on the mole, I may as well keep going so I don't forget it. All right. So you can see on the picture of number 1 there, I've got 3 on this side. So he has his moles are at an age of 58, 68, and then he's got one closer to the ear here, and that's at 79. He's got another one under his lip that I've also shown there. And he actually has a scar in picture 5. You can see it. He has a scar and it's on the left side. So that's female mother's side. This is father's side. Now, there's nothing wrong with moles at all. There's nothing wrong with moles. You've just got to make sure if they go darker, you do need to attend to them, okay? The beautiful thing, if you just covered, he's like exactly like Jimin. With Jimin, you don't have to see that his mouth is actually smiling. You just have to cover if you just only look at his eyes, you can see that he is smiling. So beautiful in that. I don't want to compare them. I'm sorry there. But yeah. Right. Okay. That face that he has is a full face. That full face is a roundness. We call it a moon face. Now, what does the moon make you do? The moon makes you impulsive, a full moon. So he is very impulsive in that way, but there's so much success as well. It is rounded, yes. That roundness is full of vitality. Think of the moon again, and it can light up the whole sky. So he is that charisma as well, like the moon in that sense. But he does have a driving force. The moon has a driving force. It changes waves, blah, 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 blah. You got the gist of it. As the nose is the emperor, that emperor then stands out. So for him, as I said, it has little cup shapes, so it holds money at the same time. His eyebrows at the moment he has a piercing, and that piercing is at age 31. So it's in the picture, which is one there. So he does have a piercing. It's going to affect him more at 31. So once he's at 31, he really needs to remove it before 31 because that piercing affects him at that particular age. It's got a hole in it, so there's a hole in whatever age 31 represents. All right, and because it's your eyebrows are your heart, it's your sexual drive, it's your relationships, it's all of that. And so, close the door, please, Mo. So that is also your eyebrows are also we call it you can call it a chakra, I guess. It's a chakra of clarity, like you can clear sightedness. So I'm not saying take out your piercing, but at that particular age, it can't be there. Okay, you will feel there will be leakages of whatever it represents. All right. Great eyebrows. Yeah. They are assertive, they have self confidence, they have motivation. There are a lot of decisions there in his eyebrows. Now, with his eyes, um, I don't really want to say much about his eyes. Got beautiful eyes, but they are closer than the norm. That's all. So sometimes he may not see the bigger picture. It's like he just wants to go in there and do whatever. All right, so with his hair, you can see just like before what I've done, there are different coloured hair types. He's got red, blue, purple, etc. He's had more colours than that, but that's just to show you. So with that, hair is also your dreams. You are looking at it elementally. This is the stage. So he would have done well with the fire colours on stage. Then he's got the blue and the green, blue and purple, not green, sorry. And I don't know if he's ever had green. The girls will tell me. So that means support, okay? It's that support, that for this whole face, that is support. It's also resources. So he pulls out some tricks or what he's learned before, etc. Okay. Tick, 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 tick. We're getting there. All right, his hairline. So being, the hairline is excuse me. It shows with his hairline, it's that square. The square, we call it an earth element. And so that earth element means rebelling, rebellious youth, if you want to call it, breaking the rules. Excuse me. Got to get something out. Becoming creative and challenged. Not disciplined. Not disciplined until he's past more than 14. So he would have been that kind of a person with all the other members. He would have been the one that needed discipline. And I'm sure they would have disciplined him as well. Okay, now, if you look at the picture, goodness. All right. So if you look at the picture, the top one there, if you look closely at it, when he is also smiling, he has what we call, you can call them crow's feet. They're not, they're smile lines. They're not wrinkles, all right? They're so beautiful and deep. And as I said, you can look at his eyes and see he's smiling without looking at his mouth that he's smiling. They are below the eye to the side, it's going to the side is wisdom. It's also memory, so creative and sensitive. And that sensitive is huge because it's on both sides. So he's a very sensitive person, as in, let's say, the camera is someone is interviewing somebody else, and he becomes sensitive because he's not being interviewed at the same time. So he kind of doesn't want to wait for his turn. He wants to be part of everything, and that's what that means. And he's had that very, very young, because that picture is a younger picture than now. On the right side, yeah, on the right side, it goes down a little, which means he takes on challenges. And he also has lines that also go upward, so that's prosperity. And all of that is, you see that when he smiles, the way he's smiling there as a kid smile, okay, not an older smile that that you can see on the second picture. Now, I'm just going to move those across a bit and then go on with what I'm going to talk about. All right, so then he has his cheeks. So with his cheek line, I am bringing those back. Okay, so with his cheek, you can see that how heavy this is. So this is beautiful. It goes to the mouth, but it's not to the mouth. It's far from the mouth. Okay, like that. This is prosperity, and it's long life as well. And his jaw does not stand out, not like somebody else I did, like Jimin's. It doesn't stand out like Jimin's. It's just rounded, okay? He has a philtrum. Now, I don't know if you can see his philtrum. Yes, you can. You can see his philtrum in the photos. So the philtrum here, it's very narrow at the top, and then as it goes down, it's wider for him. So the narrow at the top and wide, it means he'll have more sons. More sons! More JKs. All right, now the mouth, it is not small and it's not big, okay? It's in proportion with the face. The thing here is, though, that thin lip on the top, it's in all his smiles, all right? The thin lip is everywhere. So that thin lip is secretive. He's very, very, very emotional. There is sexuality there, but it's all secretive. So you won't know who he's going out with. Yeah, not even rumors, okay? The bottom lip, which is 52. So at 52, this side, 52, so we've got 51, 52, 51, 52, 54. At 54, he really needs to remove that by then, and I think he would have by then. Yeah, Can't be a 54-year-old with that. Ew. So it affects him then. But at the moment, having that there anyway does affect, because the mouth, as in the lips, it does affect your sexuality. Not just sexuality. This is what brings you, is the mouth. Women that wear bright red, it's like, come hither. It's like that. Yeah. So yeah, he needs to remove it. I'm sorry, you need to remove it because it is interfering with the sexuality side of things. It's not inviting. All right. I know some people love it, etc. It's not what I'm talking about. This is different. All right, his chin, it is a short, small, round chin. So there's a lot of self-indulgence there. Okay, and good for you for that. Why not? You've earned it. But there's also a lot of success. Okay, so nose is prominent, done that. Um, Okay, with tattoos from an elemental point of view, the way we talk about tattoos, etc. And he does have tattoos, and it's all like a sleeve plus. But what he has tattooed is the army, is ARMY or the other way, etc. How much they love their fandom, etc. What he did when he tattooed himself, he put this other energy on. Okay. So, this other energy, then what happened? It empowered him. It's an energy that it's like I'm creating. And that's what tattoos are. They are, you want to be heard, you want to be seen. How are you going to be heard and seen? So, do you understand what I'm saying? Is he wants to be the one at the top. Yes, he's part of 7 members, but he still craves that. He will still want that. So I don't want to predict anything here. None of that. Okay. Tattoos are also what we call talisman. So they're not about a religion or all of that. It is a talisman. The value of this tattoo will go deeper than your skin. And that's what you've got to look at. We have ways of removing them today, etc. But he doesn't need to remove them. It's why he did this. It's look at me. Okay. So he wasn't the person at the top. Then he got the tattoo. If you look at, because I was telling the students this, and they said that is so true. When he got his tattoos, he came back and his face expressions changed, everything changed. He empowered himself. There is nothing wrong with that. Okay. So they serve you, whether it's declaring your love for your fandom, for your army, for those that support you, etc. But they have deep meaning. It's not something that can be forgotten. All right. And it should not be forgotten. And now I sound like Lord of the Rings. What once was. All right. So some tattoos inspire others or they remind you of things, but you've got to overcome that, whatever it is, and the tattoos help you overcome that. Actually, they all got the number 7 tattooed. Now, 7s are amazing, not in what I do, not in elementally, not in feng shui, not in pillars, that sort of thing. But 7s are very powerful, as in 7, there's 7 heavens, blah, blah, blah. I can go on, but it's not what I'm talking about today. They are good luck, and all of them getting the 7, they've actually all empowered themselves in a different way. Each of them has that 7 in a different part of their body. Okay. Now, some people say tattoos are risk-taking behavior, thrill seekers. Well, Jungkook is impulsive, so he fits into that, I guess. Tattoos originally were, if you understand tattoos, we're no longer in that, 18, 17 or whatever. We're no longer, we used to tattoo crims, we used to tattoo or mark people. So we're penalising them, prisoners of war, people that were looked down upon. that is not what it is today. So you cannot make that judgment today of what it used to be. And like I have seen an eye on his arm. Now I don't know what the eye, whether it's not the evil eye. If it is for evil eye, so it's there. It's when he's dancing. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Sorry, JK. All right. So yeah, he's empowering himself. So that's what he has done with his tattoo. I haven't really looked at before and after tattoo things, but yeah, you can watch him and he has that charisma, which I don't think he had before. Before he was just copying whatever someone else was doing, that type of thing. And yes, I will do every one of the 7 as an element to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, and what they should actually have tattooed on their body if they're going to have a tattoo. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you also look at one more thing, is when his face, like number 2, the picture that's number 2, that's his face as a kid. And then as he gets older, his face actually does not change shape. It stays round, and I guess he just looks hotter if you look at all of that. Um, photo number 3 is the side on. You can see the nose. Nothing else stands out, only the nose. If you look at number 4, the roundness is still there. The color is look at me. Number 4, the color of his hair is resourceful, supported. Same with the other 4. 5 is just showing the mark on one side and another mole. The color is fine. 6 is showing how small that is compared to all of these. And then 7, again, it is showing how it actually is a perfect picture from a little slight side to show how rounded his chin is. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you to everyone. I'm okay with you not putting, oh, here we go. I'm okay with you not putting text and whatever on the actual where I've posted it. I know a lot of people say, I don't want to put this on that. That's fine. You can email it, text it, whatever you want to do. I'm okay with that. I don't need that to show half the time. Have a great day.